Yeah, welcome to the Sit Down Zumock podcast here on the Comedy Pop-Up Network, coming live and direct from Los Angeles, California. I like to call it a Swapcast.
Oof.
We're doubling up with it's Everyone's Awful Except You podcast.
So Chad's going to put this podcast out as his, and I'm going to put this out as mine. And Chad was trying to tell the producer when he came in, hey, we're going to do a Swapcast. And she was looking at like, what? What are you talking about? Because a couple of comedians call it a swap, like, you both shared a podcast, so they a Swapcast.
Yeah, you swapped it.
Yay. We got a Swapcast. And she's just staring at you like, I don't know what you're talking about. I go, no. I go, listen, we're both going to use the same podcast, so I just need a file of it to send over to my guy. She goes, oh, okay, fine. In 2 seconds, she got what I said. You're like, no, it's a Swapcast, and he's going to, and like, she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I have no clue. No reason to complicate things.
It's
she
like,
doesn't. Two comics you heard say the word Swapcast, and she has no clue what that word is. And you're, yeah, we're gonna do a Swapcast. She's like, huh? Like you have to know going in
yeah.
that she's not gonna.
I just assumed everyone knew.
No,
a
nobody
Swapcast.
does.
I thought you would know. I thought she would know. I thought.
Why would you think she would know?
I've just heard it for a long time.
You've heard Doug Stanhope say it and Bert Kreischer.
Yeah.
Okay, so you listen to their podcast, so they said it, so you think the rest of the world says it too.
I mean, they're pretty popular in podcasts.
They are, but I'm just saying that why would the rest of the world know that? I have 6 siblings. None of them know the word Swapcast.
Well, they're not.
And 4 of them listen to mine, and none of them know that word.
Well, we're teaching them.
For Chad hates pretty much like 90% of what I hate, but that he has no problem with. Just blurting it out there. He like any new word. He hates this word now. Like in Hollywood, everyone says, "Oh, if you say something bad, you're going to get canceled." So that drives him nuts. But you would think that Swapcast, he'd have a problem with it. But no, he's just blurting that out.
That just made sense to me for some reason. Swapcast. I don't know. It made sense.
But she would never know. She go, hey, listen, you go up to her. You never met her before. You go, hey, listen, we're going to do a Swapcast today. And she's like, huh?
Yeah. Were you really confused by that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had no, and I just said, no, we're both going to use this podcast. I just need a file at the end. Oh, okay. I explained it in 4 seconds.
I tell you what, she knows what Swapcast means now.
And she never wants to hear it again. She was even disgusted. She's like, you don't really have to complicate it. Just make it simple. I love both those comics too, but you don't, just because they say it doesn't mean you have to say it too.
Yeah, but going back to canceled, like stop it. Everybody stop canceled. It's done. They're force feeding that into everyone's vocabulary now. Like we were at a club yesterday, and they're like, "Oh, I don't want to get canceled."
Well, that basically means like if you put out like Roseanne, when she put out that tweet, and then her show got canceled, like
she got canceled. That's what they're saying.
Right.
She got canceled.
Right, like you're going to get canceled from anything that you have going on in your career if you do something. You put something out there, some kind of joke that's a little racy or something like that.
Yeah, I heard a comment say, "I don't want to get canceled." He said that. Like specifically.
Who said that?
I'm not gonna say his name because.
Right.
Yeah, I actually like the guy. I don't want to throw him on blast, but I was like, ugh.
Yeah, well.
I don't want to get canceled.
I don't like it either. That's why I don't use it.
Well, let me ask you a couple.
Like if the producer said, "Hey, are you going to say any racial slurs on the podcast today?" I go, "Nah, I don't want to get canceled." I wouldn't. She'd be like, "What?" I go, "Nah, I don't do that kind of humor." And I wouldn't do that. Instead of saying, and she's like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
I would just know she probably doesn't know what that is. There's about maybe 500 people that know what that word is.
Are you referring to the Swapcast?
Do you know what that is? Like if someone... Yeah, now she does because she heard us. Anyway.
Well, there's a lot of stuff you don't like.
Lex likes Swapcast.
Can I ask you some, just off the top of my head? Some stuff? Random stuff, and you give me your opinion, kind of like interview you in a weird way.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your like? I walked in here with sunglasses, and you gave me a dirty look.
Well, because sunglasses if you wear them, it's just for a look.
I wear them just to keep the sun out.
No, you don't.
I do. Yes.
It's not that sunny. I walked over here. I walked like 15 minutes. I never put my hand over my eyes like, oh, man, it's really sunny out. There's only maybe 5 times during a year you might have to go like this over your eyes to block out the sun. Other than that, it's the sunglasses just a look.
We were driving yesterday. It was brutal. I couldn't see anything.
Right, you put the visor down. That's what I did.
I can't believe you hate sunglasses.
No, I don't hate them, but I'm just saying it. You wear them for a look. You don't wear them to keep the sun out of your eyes.
I use this to keep the sun out.
If you're on a boat and the sun's coming at you, whatever, and it's going down, it's right. I get it. Or you're in the military. When I went over to Afghanistan, you had to wear them and that's more for like rocks and shit like that. But coming up when you're on a helicopter, you have to have sunglasses on. But wrap around one so you don't get hit in the eye with any shit. But other than that, it's a look. It's not really you wear. Every girl has the mirrored sunglass look. They all wear the mirrored sunglasses when it's sunny out. They all have the same fucking shades on. It's not to keep. The sun is not that bright. They have to keep it out of your eyes. You were driving and then you walked in here and it's dark in here.
Yeah, I took off the sunglasses because there's no sun.
You look better with sunglasses on than you don't.
But I'm not wearing it. Look at me. I'm dressed like shit.
It doesn't matter. But I'm just saying overall, you move up one notch. If you're a 5, then you're a 6 with sunglasses. So you look better with sunglasses on. It's a cooler look. So people always usually look better with glasses on. But it has nothing to do with blocking out the sun. They say, no, it's really sunny out. You don't have to put them on. I don't put them on, and my eyes aren't squinting all the time.
It's not like I'm wearing sunglasses in the gym working out.
Well, yeah, that would be a problem. That'd be a fucking douchebag that would do that.
Yeah.
No, but I'm saying, though, it is just a look.
I mean, it could be for some people, but I mean, I really do it for sun prevention.
Okay, but I
don't want to squint.
I was driving with you. Well, what do you do when you look at your dick? You squint.
You think that's inappropriate?
She wasn't even paying attention. She's trying to fucking Google Swapcast and goes, what jerk-offs came up with this word? I want to know the origin of that. No, but I was in the same car with you, and yeah, it was bright, and we both put the visor down, and it was fine, and I could see straight ahead. I go, we got to get off this exit. I didn't.
Yeah, I don't want to put my hand above my head.
I didn't do it either. I just had the visor down. It's okay to go like this a few times.
Yeah, but I'm driving 10 and 2, and I got my
10 and 2. You're holding your phone as you're driving the whole time, so you're not driving 10 and 2. You got one. You got one hand on the wheel.
Then I won't have my hand on the wheel at all if I put my hand above my eyes.
You didn't need to.
All right,
The sunglasses didn't do anything.
Okay, okay.
I'm just saying you move up a notch, so I get why you wear them.
I'm not moving up anywhere.
You're not wearing them because you think, oh my God, it's too sunny out. I need my glasses on. It's a habit. It's almost like the ketchup. I know you're going to bring up that I don't like ketchup. Ketchup is almost like a habit. When you were a kid, you just put ketchup on shit. So you just, I got to put ketchup on this, and you just keep putting ketchup on. As you grow, you realize that if it's good food, you really don't need ketchup because it's just water. It's just sugar water.
But I had In-N-Out Burger the other day.
It's sometimes off the grill, ketchup will go with a hamburger.
Yeah.
I'll put that. But other than that, most of the time on your fries or anything on eggs or something like that, you don't need ketchup. You don't.
I like it.
But I'm just saying it because when you were a child, you put that on.
Well, as an adult, I like it.
But I'm saying you're still a child. That's what I'm saying. You still have childlike qualities. But it is a habit thing, and that's with the sunglasses. Oh, it's sunny out. I got to put my sunglasses on.
Yeah. I just don't. I don't like not having them when it's super sunny out.
Yeah. What is it going to do to your eyes?
You get wrinkles around your eyes from squinting.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I'm 12 years older than you. I have no wrinkles around my eyes, and I don't wear sunglasses. So your fucking theory's out the window. Just because you go like this, it means that you look like you do that like that with your phone all the time. You do it more to your phone, squinting at the fucking small.
I can't believe you have a
small
problem
words.
with sunglasses and ketchup.
I don't have a problem with. I'm just saying that it's just for a look, and if you want to look, people always look better in sunglasses. So I get why they wear them, but you really don't need them to block out the sun. If you're on a motorcycle, maybe, and you need it, there's glares or whatever like that once in a while. But other than that.
Well, you're really tied into the hard rock community and the metal community. A lot of those bands wear sunglasses.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
Like who?
I'm picturing Axl Rose with sunglasses on.
Well, you're picturing wrong. I thought you were a Guns N' Roses fan.
I'll pull it up right now.
Okay, yeah, but that's a look. He's in a band. When you're in a band, all bets are off. You wear a bandana, you wear whatever, you wear a vest on stage. I mean, who fucking wears vests anymore? But a lot of guys in bands do, and it still works for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when you're in a band, you got to dress it up on stage. I wouldn't. I would still be in a jeans and T-shirt, but I get that. If you're in a band, you kind of have to, You know, you have to look at the big picture. Like, you know, you got a lot of people looking at you. At least be a little flashy.
Right.
So I understand that. So, but anyone in a band gets a pass about what they wear, because that's a different. But as a comedian,
So if you're in a band, Afghanistan, or on a motorcycle, they all get passes.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Other than that, or if you're in the military and you got to wear them, you're out in the desert. It's very sunny out there, and there's a lot of fucking dirt and wind and fucking dust flying up.
But if you're a lady who's at
Every
Whole Foods,
every chick wears the mirrored sunglasses. They got the same exact ones on. They got the hair down and the sunglasses on. It's all that look, and then they put them on top of their head. All right, we get it. But they do look better with them on. Because you go on those dating sites, you go on them, you see a girl in her first picture, she has shades on, she looks really hot, and then you go, let me see what she looks like, her face, and you go, she just moved down a notch.
Well, I've heard on a past podcast that you had a problem with Dunkin Donuts too.
What podcast was that?
I don't remember. I don't know what episode. I heard you just bitching about Dunkin Donuts.
Yeah, well, it's, you know.
Could have been a radio show.
They're just trying to call it now Dunkin'.
Oh, they're dropping donuts?
Yeah. Because they don't want people to know that they sell donuts there. They don't want it in the title because then, you know, people know that donuts are unhealthy. So they're just going to call it. It meant like Kentucky Fried Chicken went to KFC because they didn't want fried in there. Because fried, you know, all of a sudden fried was no good for you. You know, you get fat. So they made a KFC. Like people don't know that shit's fattening.
Yeah.
So that's what Dunkin' Donuts going to do. It's just going to be called Dunkin'.
I didn't know that.
But so when you order you order coffee there, and there's fucking 6,000 donuts behind the guy taking your order, you're not gonna, you know, oh, they do have donuts here. Just hide them, then don't sell them anymore. Then. And I don't like donuts either. You get that on like if you're on any kind of set, like a movie set or a TV set, they buy a box of Dunkin' Donuts. I'm like, what the fuck is this for?
Every now and then a donut's good.
I'm like, what? Am I 5 years old? Why don't you just get the munchkins while you're at it?
That is like Taco Bell just dropping taco, it's just Bell.
Well, now Taco Bell's got the Taco Bell Cantina. Do you see that in New York City?
No.
They made it like all fancy outside. Like it's almost, they're trying to make it like a Chipotle.
Oh, they're trying to like spice it up a
Yeah,
little
they
bit?
spiced it up a little bit. I walked by a couple of them the other day. I'm still not going in. But yeah, so no one's going to be calling it Dunkin'. Nobody.
I call it KFC now. It worked.
But you still know.
I know it's Kentucky Fried Chicken. But
Right, and you know if you eat there, if you constantly eat there, you're going to put on weight. Like you're trying to slim down. So, you know, you go, I've been eating Kentucky Fried Chicken KFC every week. I don't know why I'm not losing weight. I'm putting weight on. I don't know who they're trying to trick, is what I'm trying to say.
What's your problem with Applebee's?
There's no problem with it. It's just shit food. If it weren't for gift cards, Applebee's would be out of business. It would. They would be out of business. Everybody gets you a gift card from Apple. Oh, okay, thanks. Yeah, right, yeah. And then you think about it. Yeah, I guess.
Because I remember we were on the road. I was like, let's go to Applebee's. You're like, no, not going there. No.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just, it's just shitty frozen food that they fucking,
Yeah.
They thaw out and they put on the grill, and it's just it tastes the same as the Fridays or whatever. But like I told you, the whole theory behind it, they put it right in front of hotels for people that travel, and they don't have any vehicle to go anywhere, so they just walk over to the Applebee's. It's always in like 2 or 3 hotels in a parking lot where a lot of people and they go, all right, we'll just eat here. I'll go meet some guy for lunch over there, or business meeting, and they just eat that shit food.
Well, we travel a lot, so like for example, we go to Omaha. There's not a lot of options at night because a lot of stuff closed down. I mean, you gotta, you're hungry after a show. It's convenient. It's there. There's also healthy alternatives on the menu like salads.
Yeah, I can get a salad anywhere.
Yeah, no, I mean when everything's closed.
But I don't need. I just ate at 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock. I don't need to eat at 11:30.
You don't get hungry after a show?
Usually not.
Every now and then you want to grab something and,
Rarely. I just ate. How many fucking times I got to eat a day? When I'm home, I don't eat at 11:30 at night, so why the fuck would I eat at 11:30 if I just did a comedy show? All I did is 45 minutes of dick jokes. It's not going to make me hungry.
What if you haven't eaten all day? You're hungry.
I eat. I plan my day out where I eat. I never go the whole day without eating and then have 2 beers. I'm like, oh my God, I got to eat something.
Well, every now and then, like you're traveling.
I don't skip any meals. I just know, all right, I got to eat. I just figure it out.
Well, I think a lot of people think like me. They're like, I got things to do. I forgot to.
No, you don't forget to eat.
I mean, I just don't have time to stop and get something.
You could stop. You have time every time to stop. You could stop in a drive-through, pick up something, and eat along the way. You could go in a Chipotle. They have that shit. By the time you give them the order to the register, is about 3 minutes tops, and it takes you 10 minutes to eat. That's 13 minutes. You have time to stop.
I remember one time I was in New York. I was actually staying at your place, and I had to get into the city because I was doing a radio show, and I went from radio show to radio show to radio show. And next thing you know, I had a spot at New York Comedy Club, and I was like, I'm so hungry, but I don't have time. I got to get there.
Because you didn't plan your day right. You were worried about where your sunglasses were because it was going to be sunny out, and you took 20 minutes looking for your sunglasses.
Then after my spot, I was like, I have to get food. I have to get food.
Well, I've never been like that. I'm like, all right, I just did. It was in the city the other night. I had 2 shows to do, so I said, all right, I'm gonna eat before I got to do these 2 shows. So I had a little time. I said, let me eat now at 6 o'clock because I have a show at 9 and I have a show at 11:15. So I ate at 6 o'clock, and then I was done for the day. I didn't go, oh, shit, I forgot to eat. What did I forget today? Oh, I forgot to eat.
Well, there's other people out there that, they just forget the plan. They're busy.
Yeah, and that's the same people that, puke on fucking 3 drinks because I didn't eat all day. Well, whose fault is that? Yeah, you knew you were going out. You knew you were going drinking with your friends. You looked at your phone 75,000 times today, but you didn't remember to eat. You checked your Instagram fucking 37 times since 2 o'clock. You wanted to see how many more likes you had on your fucking, picture you took at a waterfall, but you forgot to eat. Get your priorities straight. I do it with Luke when he gets home from school, my kid. At 3 o'clock, he's going to want to go play with his friends. I go, just eat something real quick. I go, because you're going to be running around with him for 3 hours and you're going to be cranky. I go, we're going to eat again at like 6:30. So at 3, from like 3 to 3:15, eat something real quick. All right, go out, play with your friends now. I know how you are. I know how you get. You don't have any food in you, and you're running around. You haven't eaten since 12:30. It's going to be a problem by 5.
By the way, this all came from Applebee's.
Yeah, basically. And even if you're hungry and you need to eat, you stop at an Applebee's because everybody's got a gift card in their wallet or in their car for Applebee's. I might as well use it now.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people are on a budget,
No, well, I'm saying, though, but people just get it. That's the only reason they're in business.
They got a good chicken ranch wrap there. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Compared to what? Compared to what chicken ranch wrap? Yeah, if they dummy it enough, if they dummy it up with enough sauce on it, it's going to taste fine. That's the same theory with ketchup. If you put enough ketchup on your shitty fries, they're going to taste good.
The thing about Jim is he can take the enjoyment out of anything. It doesn't matter what it is. I mean, you even hate chapstick, which is, I don't understand.
Well, I talked about it last week. The chapstick is, it's addictive. The only reason you have it is, do you carry chapstick?
I have it in my car.
You do?
Yeah.
But do you always put it on?
No, but if I feel like I need it, I'll put it on.
How many times would you say you do it once a day?
No.
So do you have it at home too?
Just in my car.
Just in your car?
Yeah.
So what if you're home and your lips feel a little dry?
I'll go out to my car and get the chapstick.
You will?
Yeah.
Why do you keep it in your car, though?
It's just convenient. It's there. It's usually, maybe I'm out at the beach or I'm in cold weather. I mean,
well, the thing with chapstick, they put some chemical in there that you have to keep putting it on. So every few hours, your lips get dry again, so you have to put the chapstick on. That's how they stay in business.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you don't need it. Even in the wintertime. Yeah, your lips are going to get dry once in a while. Okay, no big deal.
You do need it sometimes.
It's not, your lips are never going to stick together where you can't fucking
No,
fry
I mean,
them
I grew
open.
up in a cold weather climate.
So did
Cleveland.
I. So did I. I still live in a cold weather climate.
I remember my lips were so chapped one time. I needed chapstick.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they were.
No, they weren't.
They were. I remember.
Okay, so maybe a couple times in the winter you need it. It's fucking 85 and sunny.
But even in the
LA.
summertime,
you don't need it. You're rarely out in the sun. Yesterday you hid when we went out to the pool. You're like, I was in the sun yesterday.
Well, I didn't need
I go in the
chapstick.
sun all the time. My lips aren't chapped. I've never put it on ever.
You've
once.
never used chapstick.
Never once.
Not one time.
No, I don't need it. For what?
Your lips never got chapped.
No, and if they get a little dry, they'll get wet soon. At some point they will. I can't, people are like, well, how come you're not talking? My lips are fucking stuck together. They're too dry. If I had chapstick, it'd be better. It's overrated. Don Jameson carries it, my nephew Mike, and my nephew George.
Name names.
And I think Chuck Miganelli, Pittsburgh Chuck.
He does chapstick.
Yeah, all 4 of them have it in their pocket at all times. constant like their wallet. I'm like, none of you guys need that.
I don't have a problem with that.
Huh?
I don't have a problem with that.
Well, I'm just saying though, you don't need it though. If you got rid of it, you wouldn't have if you thought you had dry lips, and 20 minutes later, no, I'm really not that dry. I really didn't have to put that on.
It's almost like putting moisturizer on, you know?
Yeah, in the wintertime, that shitty, cheap moisturizer, if you put it on your hands when they're dry, you got to keep putting it on. It'll be like 3 hours to use it, so you have to go buy some more.
There's also natural alternatives, too, if you go to Whole Foods or... I don't know why I'm defending chapstick. I don't understand. I never thought I would ever defend chapstick.
Because you never thought about it. It's just habit. Like, oh, I guess my lips are dry. I got to go put it on again. I've known you for a long time. I never looked at you and go, Chad, your lips are kind of dry. You need some moisture on your lips. I don't think anyone's ever said that to you, ever. Did your mother ever say that to you growing up? Did your grandparents ever go, Chad, you need chapstick? No. You just decided one day. You're a man. You really not shouldn't worry about your lips being dry. For a girl, it goes with the whole outfit, with the makeup and all that stuff. You want your lips to look good, to pop, you know, with the makeup you put on. But for a man, you don't need chapstick.
I mean, it's nothing I can do.
Like, if you know you're going to make out with a girl, do you put chapstick on?
Yeah.
Do you turn your head and go, hold on a second, and put chapstick on?
If I not right then and there, but
right.
Maybe that before I go out that night.
You do.
I think I've before.
You have?
Yeah.
Like if you know you got a date, you know you guys are going to hook up.
You want to come in prepared.
Okay, what is she going to do? Like, hey, I'd like to kiss you, and you're a great guy, and I'm horny, but, you know, your lips look a little dry.
Well, I don't want to be in that position. That's why I put it on before I leave the house.
No girl's ever going to say that to you.
But don't you want to be, like, be prepared?
What is the chapstick going to do? Like, how is it going to enhance you getting this girl?
It's almost like getting ready to go out. Like you comb your hair, you brush your teeth. You want to be at your best.
So what is it going to do to your lips? Like if your lips aren't even dry, but you know you could probably make out with this girl later, why put it on?
You just want to be top of your game. You know, you put your chapsticks on. You put your
Chad, the last 5 girls,
you put your sunglasses on.
The last 5 girls I saw you with, you were fucking 12 vodka and sodas deep. You weren't really on your game. Okay, you weren't.
Fair enough.
You weren't on your game where I'm like, fuck, Chad's going to fuck this up. He doesn't have chapstick.
Fair enough.
I never came to you in the bar when you were trying to close the deal. I go, hold on, Chad, let me go get your chapstick before you take it back to your room. There you go. And then if the chapstick's in your car, and you're going to hook up with a girl, but it's in your car, and you don't have your car with you, then what do? It still works.
I can never win. Like I'll like on Twitter every now and then I'll put a hashtag and you'll get on me. Like it's just like it's part of pop culture.
No, but you don't have to. You don't have to be.
It helps
part
with
of
trending.
You don't have to be part of pop culture.
But it's just it helps with the algorithms and
what does
the hashtags
when you put hashtag Browns.
Yeah, if you're a big Browns fan, which I am, I'll hit a hashtag Browns to see what else is posted.
Who cares?
Don't
you have anything else? Don't you have chapstick to put on? You know what I mean? That you're gonna fucking these dumb people on Twitter posting about the Browns. I think the Browns are gonna win 10 games this year. You got to read that shit.
Yeah. If I'm bored, I'm just waiting at an airport.
Well, why can't you just put Browns in Twitter? Like if you wanted to research the Browns, just put Browns. You know what I mean? And then you can go to all the stuff that people are talking about the Browns for. Hello? That's all you have to do. You don't have to put it in your tweet.
I mean, people, they look.
No, they don't. I got 174,000 followers. I don't use hashtags. How did that happen? How did that happen? Tell me. I'm just curious.
I don't know. I like hashtags.
No, you don't. You really don't. You're just saying that. You were definitely just saying that. What next?
Okay.
Oh, wait a second. We got an advertiser here.
You got
Well,
one.
speaking of football, so it's the Browns.
Yes.
Coming up. You're all excited about the season. My bookie is a great place to bet. You got to start betting.
I want to.
Because it's easier online now. It's legal. You find these little sites. Even you could bet like $3. Like you could bet like if the Browns get the ball at the 20, at their own 20, you could bet like $3 on this drive that they're going to score a touchdown or a field goal. So you could bet in game. It's in game betting too. You know what I mean? Like you could bet in game. So if you go, all right, I know they're going to score on this drive. I'll bet $3 that they're going to score or whatever, and you can win fucking $9 on that. You know, shit like that. It's fun. So you don't have.
Oh, it's like when we were at your Super Bowl party. We had all those prop bets.
Yeah, you don't have to have a lot of money to bet. Like you could bet really low. It doesn't like there's not like a $25 minimum. You're like, fuck, I don't want to lose all this money.
Yeah.
So it's it's definitely changed. But my bookie is the place to go. It's a new season. Antonio Brown is on the Raiders. Le'Veon Bell is on the Jets. Odell Beckham is with Cleveland.
Yeah.
The one thing that hasn't changed is where I'm putting my money down on all the games. My bookie is the place to bet on football every weekend. My bookie has better bonuses and more prop bets than any other sports book. That's the thing. The prop bets are fun to do.
Yeah.
I don't like a lot of things that are fun, but if you could just pick out other stuff. Like I'm not good with overs and unders with points. I never bet overs and like the under 46 points over. I stay away from that shit. But for like a prop bet, I'll do like the Amendola or whatever was on the Dolphins last year. If he catches his over under on his passes, he catch per game is like 4.5. So I'll go, all right, he's going to catch 5 this game, so I'll bet the over on that. Like Beckham this year, every game is going to be like 8 passes. Is the over under how many passes he'll catch per game? So if you think, he's going to catch opening day, he's going to be on fire, he's going to catch 12, you'll bet the over on that.
Yeah.
So, that's what's good about my bookie. There's a lot of prop bets.
You got to tell Dan Florentine about my bookie.
Believe me, he knows. He knows.
It's probably his idea.
It is. He owns part of the company. This year, they're hosting their first online handicap super contest. First place is guaranteed to win at least $100,000 and only costs $100 to enter. All you got to do is pick 5 NFL games against the spread every week to climb the leadership board and score your share of the huge cash prize pool. That's pretty good. You can win $1,000. It only costs you, $100,000. It only costs you $100 to get in. You just pick 5 games against the spread each week. I would only recommend this service to my listeners. It's been good to me. That's why my bookie is always the right play. You bet, you win, they pay. My bookie has live in-game betting on every NFL game. Like I was saying, they got the most rewarding player perks in the business. And for you fantasy guys out there, you can even bet the over/under on how many fantasy points a player will score each game. That's not my scene, but that for the other people that do that shit. Up to $1,000 first deposit bonus. Double your first deposit. Use promo code METAL to activate the offer. Visit MyBookie online today. That's MyBookie. And don't forget to use the promo code METAL. That's METAL when creating your account to claim the bonus. Bet, win, get paid. MyBookie.com.
Damn.
Yeah.
Can you do my bookie with CrossFit? Like CrossFit games?
First of all, you got to get someone to watch them. You wouldn't watch the CrossFit games?
I've seen them on, like, if I'm in the doctor's office or just waiting.
Right.
It's always on ESPN 95.
Right.
I know, I'm just not a big fan of watching people work out. I think that's my thing.
Yeah. I mean, who is? Like, you're watching people work out. That's like pulling up the construction site and watch people work. Put a roof on. I'm like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan.
Oh, I know you're not a fan of CrossFit. That's why I said that.
Well, I mean, who is? Who is?
I know a couple people.
You do?
Yeah.
But, I mean, no, I'm not a fan.
Okay.
Before there was CrossFit, people worked out and people looked pretty good and people built muscle and people could, fucking lift a car up before CrossFit.
Well, this is not going to get you on Eddie F's Swapcast.
That could be worse than a Swapcast. Our friend Eddie Ift is a comic. He has a podcast about CrossFit.
Yeah, it's called the Wadcast.
The Wadcast?
Yeah.
No.
I'm serious.
I'm deleting his number right now out of my phone. Seriously. Look.
Oh my God, you're doing it.
I'm taking him out of my phone.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I've known Eddie for 20 years.
You're really deleting.
I did, yeah. Look, Eddie Ift.
Yeah.
Wait. Edit. Delete contact.
Oh my God.
Delete. He's gone. Not friends with him anymore.
It's the #1 most elite.
No, it's not. Everybody says it's a #1 what? #1 most elite what?
Hold on, I'm looking.
Yeah, he's
the number one most elite podcast on the internet about CrossFit.
No, it's not. It's the #1 CrossFit podcast among comedians because nobody else does a podcast about CrossFit besides him.
I mean, people love this shit.
No, they don't.
I've seen a lot of people.
There's not a lot.
I grew up in Kent, Ohio, and was right off of 43. There's a CrossFit gym, and it's always slammed.
Right, well, because people go in there thinking it's a cult. So when you're in the cult for a little while, and then once you break your back or blow out your knee or rip your shoulder apart, never to go back because you were working in a regular gym for 10 years, and you still got results, and you never blew out a shoulder, blew out a knee, or fucking fractured your back, and then all of a sudden you're in there for 9 months, and all of a sudden you got all these injuries, and then you realize after you heal, your doctor goes, listen, man, you can't fucking be doing that kind of shit. Just go to a regular gym and just kind of, work on a machine where you don't have to worry about fucking lifting more than you did the week before. So they'll come out of it at some point.
Well, a lot of those CrossFitters are in pretty good shape.
No, they're not. They're not. They drink a ton of alcohol. They're not really in good shape. The women look terrible. They got these big shoulders. They lose their tits. You know what I mean? I have bigger tits than them. If once they're in there after a year, and they got these big manly shoulders. Yeah. So no, they don't look good. And they drink a ton of beer.
Yeah.
They all go out drinking afterwards, so they're not.
Well, it's like a sense of community.
They're not in like you go to a yoga class, like a hot yoga class. You take yoga. A lot of the women there are in shape.
Yeah.
But CrossFit, they're not. If you look at them, like you CrossFit, I don't see any difference. You'll see it in their shoulders. That's it.
Yeah. I've done it once. It wasn't for me.
Did you put chapstick on before or after you blew the guy in the back of the CrossFit gym?
It was right before I put my sunglasses on.
Yeah. Did you work out with your sunglasses on?
Yeah, I took my shirt off.
You did go. You did go in once, and what happened?
I just didn't like it. It was just. I don't like group anything. Like,
yeah.
I like playing like group sports, but like group workouts.
Yeah.
It's not my thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's mostly as a comedian, we work by ourselves, so we don't like group stuff.
Yeah.
We're not big team players. I don't need to be on a team. I'm just trying to get in and out in 45 minutes. Let me just put my fucking headphones on. I want to listen to some music and get the fuck out of here as soon as possible.
Would you ever do a Tough Mudder?
No.
You know what that is? Tough Mudder is an endurance event series. In which
I know. You run through the mud and you do this, and then you run here, and then you climb a rope.
It's like an adventure.
Yeah, great.
And then afterwards, you feel a sense of accomplishment.
Yeah, great.
Then you drink beers.
Yeah. I did it. I don't know. I mow my lawn afterwards. I feel a sense of accomplishment. All right, cool. I'm done. Nice. I go in and get a cold drink.
I don't know. People like doing things. People like dancing.
Well, that's another thing. I was just at a wedding, my buddy's wedding, and every fucking guy, there was maybe 3 guys on the dance floor and about 30 women. And all the guys, I went by myself, so all the guys were sitting at the table, and the girls would come over when a song came on that they liked. And like, come on, trying to get the guy up. He's like, nah, no, come on. I was just watching all the body language. The girl's like, come on. Like, nah, I'm good. And like, oh. And then they go out there and dance by themselves.
Yeah.
With the other girls. But that's like, most guys, especially if you're a white dude, you don't want to go out there. You'll go out for a slow song when it's packed. You know what I mean? Other than that, you really don't want to go out there. And you could see the pain in people's faces, and I'm like, I'm so glad I'm here. I'm not here with someone that wants to go out there and dance.
Didn't you dance at your one wedding?
No, well, I danced just a slow dance for the, when you.
You didn't dance like when
no.
the Macarena and all
no,
that?
No, because they were playing fucking Black Sabbath a lot of the time.
Oh.
No, they had a lot of stuff. No, I didn't go out there and dance.
Oh.
No.
Well, people, they have fun.
No, that's fine. But I'm saying it's more of a, you saw all the girls out there dancing, trying to lure their boyfriends out there. And there was a few girls that were really hot, and the guys weren't.
Yeah.
And they knew they had to go out there and take the bullet. They go, all right, I'll get up and dance.
Would you ever do, like, Dancing with the Stars?
What the fuck was that?
It's a reality show.
Oh. No, I didn't. Noise.
Oh.
No. I wouldn't do that.
Like, if they approached you like, Jim, we want Jim Florentine, you wouldn't do it?
No.
A lot of exposure.
You get I think you get $100,000 too.
Hey, there you
Yeah.
go.
No.
What if there's a Dancing with the Stars executive listening to this podcast right now?
He's not. He's not.
You know your demo?
This is not for him. Your podcast is not for him. Like somebody sent me Jerry O'Connell or whatever is doing a talk show now.
Oh,
You know the actor?
yeah, yeah.
And I know him from the Howard Stern show. Like he goes on there a lot. And he seems like a good dude. His mother taught Beetlejuice in school. Was Beetlejuice's teacher.
That's awesome.
And yeah. So anyway, then someone sent me a clip like, "Oh my God, this is terrible. You got to rip this apart." I'm just like, and I watch it, and he comes out like dancing. He's all goofy, and I'm like, "Well, this isn't my,
Yeah.
I would never watch this." So it's like it's not even on my radar. Like Dance with the Stars is not even on my radar. So if people like that goofy shit, that's fine. But it's definitely not for me. I'm not going to go practice in a dance studio for 8 hours with a partner so I could do a dance on TV. That's just not my thing. I wouldn't do it.
We travel the country. I know specifically a lot of people in my family, like my aunt, they love that show. They love it. They TiVo it. They record it.
Right.
They watch it live. They text and vote.
Right. Yeah.
So people enjoy it.
Yeah, I know. Well, but it's we're out at night, fucking in comedy clubs doing dark jokes when that shit is on. So it's completely off our radar.
What if a hot girl just says, "I just love a guy who dances"? What would you do?
Yeah, go find him. Go find him. He's probably wearing sunglasses and he'll put his chapstick on before he fucking meets up with you. And maybe go to the CrossFit gym. That's a guy we fucking.
They go get beers at Applebee's.
Go on Dance with the Stars.
All right.
But yeah, back to that wedding. So every guy, no white guy, they don't and not a good dance, and they'd rather not embarrass themselves. That goofy fucking music they play at a wedding. But the guys that were just mediocre looking and hotter girls, they were the guys out on the dance floor. Most of the dudes like, no. And you could see the girls, come on.
I remember I was drunk in South Beach with Anthony Lima, who's a sports guy out of Cleveland. My buddy Brian and Hot Carl. I think Hot Carl was there. We were at a club. We were hammered and just dancing with it. It was great. We were hammered,
right?
Dancing with these hot girls. It was amazing.
Yeah, if when you're dancing with a bunch of girls, it's just weird when a bunch of guys go onto the dance floor and they start dancing with each other.
Yeah.
A song comes like, "Come on, let's go dance." Like if I was a woman, I'd be like, "What is going on over there?" Like I would want a guy to dance with me if I was a woman, but when three friends are dancing with themselves,
yeah,
I'm like, there's something not right here.
So you don't like dancing?
No.
Okay.
Most white guys don't. They'd rather not do it if they don't have to. They'd rather not.
Yeah.
Speaking of goofy shit, so we were talking about, there was an article about, now there's a whole thing about adult recess.
What's that?
Like these people that, where is this? They're in their 27, 30 years old, and they realize they want to play games that they played when they were a kid, and they want to have adult recess. When the kids have recess and they play dodgeball and shit like that and kickball.
Yeah.
When they decided, that was fun when I was a kid. Let's do it when we're older. So now there's dodgeball leagues for to have adult recess.
Yeah, according to Wall Street Journal, adult recess is booming because being a grown-up is hard.
It's hard when you stare at your phone all day and you think the world's going to end, and you every moment you have to get an update, and you see people that are on a vacation and you're not, and people that are buying a Tesla and you have a shitty Honda Accord, and you feel defeated. That's why you think life is tough. That's not the real world. So, but that's what everybody's reading. It used to be, before any of the social media, your neighbor would have a nice car in a drive, or your neighbor's, the kid that you grew up with's got a really brand new car, and like, fuck, I'd like a brand new car. I got a shitty car, but you'd only see that on your block or in your neighborhood. Now you see it everywhere. Anyone you follow on Instagram, like, look, they're having fun. I'm not. Why are they going on vacations? I need to go on vacation too. So then they go on, they can't afford it, and then they got to work a shitty job to pay all that off. So that's why they feel like life is tough.
Well, I could see this adult recess. It's kind of a blow off some steam,
What do you mean?
Just blow off some steam.
How do you
relax?
How by playing kickball am I going to relax? There's a thing, yeah. So They play it's kickball, hopscotch, and tetherball, along with chicken nuggets and grilled cheese sandwiches. Oof. One woman goes, I thought back to the last time when I really had fun, and it was these games when I was a kid. Notice a guy that said it. Is that what you did? Is that what was fun as a kid?
What, playing those games?
I was drinking and smoking cigarettes in the woods and looking at porno magazines when I was a kid. That was fun. I played kickball in the fucking playground in between classes. It was okay. In Greensboro, North Carolina, the city decided to put an adult recess program at the local barber park to help celebrate National Park and Recreation Month. The games include Twister, Foursquare, and Tetherball.
Yeah, Twister's pretty gay.
Yeah, so, and there's kickball leagues in Kentucky. There's a kickball league, an adult kickball league, a turnout of 600 people. We didn't have as many people for the hula hoop as we thought we would. How many people do you think would want to do the fucking hula hoop? And then eat chicken nuggets and grilled cheese sandwiches.
Well, it's kind of like a
that.
flashback, you know, to your childhood.
Yeah.
Simpler times, right?
Speaking to muster enthusiasm for games, including cornhole, a particular crowd favorite, this woman wrote online, do you remember the feeling you had as a child from the recess bell? Not really. I remember it going off.
I'm having a flashback right now.
Yeah.
It was a simpler time.
Yeah, what do you remember?
I just remember that going, all right, time for recess. Let's do this. Let's have fun. Blow off some steam from all the hard work.
When you get off at work at 5 o'clock, you can blow off steam pretty much.
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
you know, you could blow off steam when you get off work at 5 o'clock. Okay, would you join a kickball league? Be serious. Now,
no,
you said you know a couple people that are in a kickball league.
Yeah, I have some friends that I think it's kind of childish and stupid.
So they're in a kickball league?
Yeah, I play in a basketball league.
Basketball is okay. You know what I mean? You play. It's good. It's a good workout.
It's competitive.
I have no problem with that at the Y or whatever. They have games.
Yeah.
That's a little different than kickball.
What about softball?
You know, I played softball after I was done playing baseball on Saturday mornings.
That's fun.
I mean, a bunch of, guys and I played a little when I was a comic, but I stopped. I was like, all right, I got no health insurance. I'm not fucking blowing out a knee.
So, well, listen,
But I didn't play softball when I was 9. I played Twister when I was 9. I played kickball when I was 9.
So people playing kickball, maybe they're thinking like, I don't have health insurance. It's kind of like softball,
No, but they're talking about what you
bases.
did when you were a kid, when you were a child.
Yeah.
At recess.
Yeah.
They're talking about. Why don't we can we climb the monkey bars too while we're at it? So you wouldn't join a kickball league?
Nah, I just don't.
No.
No.
Why not?
I'm just trying to get you going.
No, but don't worry. You don't have to worry about that. But you have a couple of friends, a couple of guys that are in a kickball league.
I just think it's kind of lame. Well, just the people that play in the league they're lame.
Right, they're lame.
Yeah,
they're just lame people to begin with.
Yeah.
So that you figure that they would be in a kickball league.
Yeah. Yeah, and they got like goofy names for the teams.
They do.
Yeah.
Just imagine meeting a girl for the first time and you're telling about so what's your story? What do you like to do for fun? I'm in a kickball league, huh? Like imagine being me and my friends were in a kickball league. I don't know. It's like adult recess. It's kind of fun. We play on Wednesday nights.
So you're doing Bert Kreischer's podcast tomorrow. Bring this up to him. I guarantee he'd play kickball. I bet you any amount of money Bert Kreischer would play kickball.
He won't. He's too busy.
But I could see where he think that would be fun.
No, but he wouldn't do it, so it's not fun. Unless he's doing it, he doesn't think it's... He might, in theory, he was like, yeah, that's fun, but he doesn't. He's not doing it.
I'm putting money on Bert that he would play kickball. I'm going to ask him.
Well, there's definitely... We're in L.A., so there's definitely a kickball league somewhere, without a doubt. So
you play kickball?
No.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she's got her own life. She's got shit to do. You play tetherball? No. Yeah, see?
It's a liability.
It is a liability. As you get older, you don't want to blow a knee out. You don't want to have fucking, shoulder problems or anything like that. It's like that shit, that activity, all that stuff, that athletic stuff is over. You don't want to be fucking limping when you're 52 years old and you got a couple of kids and you're trying to chase them around. So you get that shit out of your system when you're a teenager, maybe in college, and then just move on. Just go, if you want to be athletic, work out a few times a week. If you have to run a marathon, of course, you're going to tell everybody about it, because if you don't, why would you run the marathon?
It's a law. You have to mention.
You have to, or you have to put your 26.2 fucking sticker on the back of your car.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You have to put the Facebook post.
You know, why are you driving a car then if you like to run? I see 26.2 fucking stickers on the back of your car. Why are you driving then? Why don't you fucking run to the store? Like, how was that? I just was behind a guy the other day. How was that going to impress me that he's got fucking he ran, ooh.
Well, it's a sense of an accomplishment.
Okay, but he put it in his head.
Like, I ran 3 miles the other day because I'm starting to run again.
Right.
And I felt good. I felt so good.
Right. Did you make a bumper sticker and put it on the back of your car?
No, I didn't do that.
You didn't write, I just ran 3 miles and I feel great.
No.
Yeah, but it was in your head. That's fine. I don't have no problem with you feeling great and accomplishment. But you don't have to put it on your car for strangers to read.
You just don't like the bragging?
I'm not going to be like, wow, I'd like to be friends with that. Let me catch up to him, see if I can maybe get his number at the traffic light.
What if that gives somebody inspiration to run, that bumper?
It's not. How is that going to go? Oh, that guy's got bumper. Oh.
Maybe somebody saw that and like, maybe I should start running.
Or maybe
marathons.
they go, oh, there's marathons? I never heard of one before.
They're like, wait, that guy can run a marathon and I can't? Think about it.
Is that really going to motivate somebody?
You never know.
What motivated you to start running at 3 miles in the gym?
I want to get laid.
Okay, so but it wasn't. Yeah, exactly. But it wasn't a bumper sticker.
No,
it wasn't that 26.2 bumper sticker.
I didn't see the bumper sticker.
But if you saw that, that wouldn't make you run 3 miles. You want to get laid. You want to get a little weight off.
I'm just saying, inspiration comes from weird places.
He didn't put that on there to go, I think other people are going to start running marathons. People know there's marathons out there. They know when they feel like running one, they're going to run one.
Yeah, but maybe that's the last thing to get off your ass. Like, you know what? I'm going to run a marathon.
Well, he didn't have to put 3 on. He probably could have just put 1. You think he's bragging a little? He put 3 on?
Maybe that's his benchmark. People have trophies.
I won an Emmy from inside the NFL.
Yeah, you have an Emmy in your house.
Okay, I don't have it in the back of my fucking windshield of my car, my back window.
Well, it would look awkward.
I don't hold it up at the light and go, hey, look what I got.
But you felt good when you won that Emmy, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying that's fine. I'm not saying you can't feel good about an accomplishment, but you don't need to put a bumper sticker on your car.
Did you feel good when you were submitted for Emmy for Louis?
No, I just whatever. Yeah, I was like, yeah, it's good, but I didn't fucking make a bumper sticker up. I got submitted for an Emmy for Louis. I kept it to myself. Did you post on Facebook that you ran 3 miles and you felt good?
No.
Did you put that on Instagram? No. Why didn't you? You should have, because I could have motivated somebody else.
I'm selfish.
No, but I could have motivated somebody. Put a hashtag, I feel good.
Hashtag 3 miles.
Yuck.
This is a real negative podcast.
Is it?
So you're not down with adult recess?
No.
Okay.
You're not going to join a kickball league.
You're not down with kickball. You're not down with Tough Mudders.
Yeah, but you wouldn't join. You're not down with any of this either.
I know.
You wouldn't join a kickball league.
I'm just trying to, in conclusion, you're not down with chapstick. You're not down with sunglasses. You're not down with Applebee's. You're not down with Dunkin. You're not down with hashtags. You're
Nope.
not down with ketchup. You're not down with dancing. Let me ask you a question.
I'm listening.
Will you ever get married again?
That came out of. Yeah, I wouldn't rule it out.
Really?
Yeah. Would you?
No. I watch what you went through, and I watch what a lot of my friends went through. I'm like, fuck that.
Whatever. I mean, look, shit. Shit blows up. A lot of times, relationships blow up. Whatever. You move on.
Yeah, but
It sucks for a little while, and you move on.
yeah, I just don't want to go through it. So just
Well, what if it works?
I
What
can
if you
count
meet-
on one hand where it works with my
but
friends.
What if you get married and you're married to her for the next 30 years and it's amazing?
It's not this day and age. It's never going to happen.
No, it could. There's a lot of people that are. That's good for audio. You're pounding on the table.
It won't pick up.
No, I can hear it through my headphones. You can hear it. Yeah, you can hear it. It's good. He's fucking nervous. He's got to put chapstick on. He feels his lips are dry.
No, I don't want to be sadistic. I don't want to.
No, but you don't. Like, it's just like getting a dog. Like I don't want to get a dog because eventually it's going to die.
Yeah,
okay?
that's why I won't get a dog.
Okay, but meanwhile the dog will probably live to 13 or 14, so you get 13 or 14 great years.
Yeah.
So
your dog died.
Right, but I had 13 great years. So I know it's eventually going to die, but you enjoy those years when the dog's there, and then like, all right, it's going to suck for a while, and then you move on. I'd rather have those 13 great years than nothing. So you're saying that you're not going to chance it because most of your friends get divorced.
I see nothing but misery from it, and them living vicariously through my fun life.
Okay, Bert Kreischer, we're talking about Bert. Bert's happily married, 2 kids.
He's one of the handfuls.
Okay, Joe Rogan, another guy. We're in L.A., married, couple kids.
He's another.
Joey Diaz, married with a kid.
They're all successful, too.
Okay, but they're all married. Tom Segura and his wife Christina, 2 kids, or 1 or 2, happily married. There's another one.
All right.
Why do you always focus on the negative? That's the end of the podcast. We'll see you next week.